My name is Anna Teets, and this is my presentation for my campaign plan for Volunteer A-State. So Volunteer A-State is a student organization at Arkansas State University that encourages students to volunteer and participate in the community. And their target audience includes all students at Arkansas State, regardless of their age, classification, or gender. So the research that we did for this organization, we did through observations and interviews. The interview was conducted with their director, Katie Province, where we asked her 4 questions, and the observations were based on all of their tools for public relations, which was their email and all their social media. And what we found from that is that too much effort is being placed on their email, and they're not getting enough results from it. They have good numbers of followers, and they're posting enough relevant information, but it's not engaging. And out of 300 people on their email list, they only get an average of 15 volunteers. So, the ways that we can help with them, we have 3 objectives. The first one is to increase the number of monthly volunteers by 40%, which is 6 volunteers by May 31st, 2019. The next one is to increase the number of Instagram and Twitter followers by 10% each by May 31st, 2019. And the third is to increase their post reach to 20% on Instagram. So for the first objective, which is increasing followers, we have 3 main tactics that we would use. The first is to create a brochure and distribute it throughout campus. The second is to send news releases regarding each event to several media contacts within the Jonesboro area. And the third is to provide educational posts with images and videos about the nonprofits for each upcoming event. For the second objective, which is to increase the followers, we have several tactics. The first one is to set up Hootsuite for the accounts and monitor their analytics. The second is to pay to promote the successful posts on Instagram. The third is to post personal experiences of the volunteers on the accounts. The fourth is to create interactive polls on Twitter and Instagram to provide feedback from the volunteers. Next is to create a fact sheet and a presentation and to present those through campus to several classes and organizations like SGA. And finally, we're going to have 2 gift card giveaways, one for Twitter and one for Instagram, both $25 gift cards each. And for the third, which is to increase the post reach, the video requirements that were mentioned in the other objectives will work together to increase this as well. And there will also be an aesthetic created specifically for the account with specific cues. And so the budget for this plan is going to total at $100, $25 for each gift card, which would be $50, and then for each Instagram ad once every 5 months, it's going to be $50, or once each 5 months is going to be $50. And our executed tools for this, I made a brochure. This is the front of it, and this is the back. It has the benefits, what they do for their service opportunities, how to contact them, and so on. Next is my fact sheet. Here I have my news release that I have and 10 media contacts in the Jonesboro area to send to. And here is my intentional photos with specific campaign goals. They are educational, and this one is to provide information on the nonprofit and the event. And this one is a personal experience of a volunteer. And then finally, to evaluate the objectives and what we've done. For the first one, you will just use the number of volunteers from each monthly service activity from before December of 2018, and the new average from May 31st, 2019, and subtract it. And if there's 6 more followers, then it will have increased by 40%. For the next one, you'll count the number of followers prior to the campaign. You'll subtract each from the number of followers on May 1st, 2019. If there's a difference of 114 or more on Instagram and 125 more on Twitter, it has increased the way it should. And to evaluate the post reach to see if it has increased by 20%, you'll divide the number of video views by the number of followers, and if the answer comes out to be 0.20 or higher, then the objective has done its job.